These Amazon moves are ugly and actually kind of shameless, but that's exactly why these 10 moves work so well on Amazon, and they're getting results for hundreds of brands like these. And this is good news, especially if you've been frustrated or you've tried every Amazon best practice and yet still can't break through. That's because Amazon doesn't reward best practices. It rewards the brutal stuff that actually works. So I'm about to show you 10 of the ugliest, scrappiest, and most brutally effective Amazon moves that top sellers are using right now to dominate sales on Amazon. In fact, I used tactic number 4, a tactic that most Amazon gurus would sweat over. That product went from flatlined to 400% sales growth in 28 days. But it all starts by hijacking Amazon's own ranking system, but not with ads and not with discounts, but in a really unique way. Because 99% of Amazon sellers don't know that Amazon's algorithm scrapes your whole Amazon listing, and it's looking for keywords, including in this area right here. Yet most sellers ignore this gold mine because Amazon treats the words inside your reviews like secret gold. And so it's time to unleash the ugly genius of hidden SEO, because real buyer language equals ranking fuel. Amazon reads it, indexes it, and loves it. But sitting around and hoping that one day some kind soul will accidentally type the perfect keyword into a review, we don't wait. We force feed Amazon exactly what it wants to hear. So here's the ugly way to do that. Grab your DNA, those friends and those families and that crazy cousin with the burner account, and have them leave reviews. Just kidding about the crazy cousin. But you want to make them look like SEO robots went rogue. For example, instead of saying, "Great toy," get your friendly Amazon reviewers to write, "This dog chew toy for aggressive chewers like my big boy is the best indestructible dog bone for big dogs I've ever bought. My guy loves this tough dog chew toy. This is indeed an indestructible dog toy for large dogs." Now, is it pretty? Absolutely not. Is it effective? You bet your back-end keywords it is. But just don't overdo it. Keep these kind of reviews to between 1% and 5% of your total reviews, and you'll be outranking your competition for great keywords in no time. Now, if you thought that hidden SEO was a little janky, buckle up. This next move is even scrappier, because while you know your product is amazing, shoppers don't give 2 swipes, and they'll just scroll on past your beautifully optimized product listing to buy some rando product with 5,000 reviews and a grainy photo from 2016. So what do? We build the illusion of momentum using the shameless garage built strategy. It's kind of like sturdy gas station coffee, never fancy, but consistently potent. For example, fans tell us this dog toy saved their furniture. Customers say this collar changes puppy behavior in minutes. Happy pet parents say it made their dog young again. Why all the dog examples? I don't know. I just love dogs. Don't question the muse. But you want to go even uglier? Appeal to authority. Even without reviews, you can add phrasing like, "Veterinarians recommend this for aggressive chewers," or "Top dog trainers choose this because it stops bad behavior fast." Yes, everything you say still needs to be true, but you don't need to sit around waiting for a vet to say it in your reviews. If it's real, you're allowed to say it. This is what we call credibility without a crowd. You're not faking it, you're just front loading it. And if you think that's shameless, wait until you see what we do with this next section. But before I show you that, if you're loving these ruthless Amazon moves, hit that like button. It tells me to keep dropping no-frills strategies like this that actually work. And if you want even more ugly Amazon hacks that the gurus won't admit exist, subscribe now, because I've got plenty more just like this one. Because there's a way to make Amazon shoppers throw money at you so fast, it honestly feels a little illegal. Look, shoppers need trust. They need to see someone who looks like them, talking like them, feeling what they feel. That's why this next twist works so well. The fake face hack. It's kind of like the garage built social proof, but with faces. Laura says, "I'm leaving the house without makeup again. My friends give me compliments on my new natural glow." Emily says, "Goodbye to the pinching and slipping. These bands stay put, giving me workouts that are pain-free and effective." Amanda says, "I tried sprays, toys, even hot sauce, but this solution finally stopped his destructive chewing." Why does this work? Because shoppers don't read, they skim, especially images. And when they see a face and a quote, it's an emotional win. Their brain fills in the rest. It feels like a review. It feels trustworthy. So they click and they buy. The dirty truth? You don't have to wait for this kind of review to magically appear. Just grab a clear face photo. Yes, stock is fine. And a bold, emotionally driven quote. Boom. Instant trust and instant conversion bump. Just don't say verified Amazon review. That'll get you in trouble. But if you thought the fake faces were shameless, wait till you see what we do with your actual main image. Because maybe you spent hours crafting the perfect, clean, high-res main image photo. Flawless lighting, pure white background, design school approved angles, and yet crickets. Meanwhile, some ugly, chaotic, AI generated abomination with neon text, floating hands, and random fruit is stealing all your clicks. It's time to burn the design rulebook and embrace what I call the dumpster fire main image. Yeah, clean images with tasteful shadows are nice, but guess what? Subtlety doesn't stop the scroll, and Amazon is a battlefield. Scroll any category and you'll find a graveyard of whispering, wilting listings, pure white backgrounds, identical angles, yet nothing that demands attention. But if you want to win, you don't whisper. You shout with strategy. And this is how top sellers are doing it. Place your USP front and center. This isn't branding fluff. It's about making shoppers stop and say, oh, that's one I need. That main image got clicks. Like this next one. We know that Amazon allows product in use on the main image. So for Morganhahn, we just added some ingredients to the measuring set, aka product in use. Result, a 4x conversion lift. Why? Because it turned the product from a thing you buy into a thing you picture yourself using. So you do the imagining for the shoppers and then they click. With Fat Spatula, we just made the greaseless cooking the hero. It wasn't just a spatula anymore. It was the solution. And sometimes it's not bad to trigger national pride. We slapped a clean US flag on the corner of Antonio's kitchen product. Nothing loud, just enough. Sales jumped 400%. Why? Because the image didn't just show a product, it activated an identity. Listen, your Amazon main image doesn't have to win awards, but it does have to stop the scroll. If it looks like a Craigslist ad from 2009 but gets the click, that's a win. Will Amazon allow it? Technically, yes. White background, packaging only, no watermarks, good to go. Will it get you kicked out of design school? Definitely. But you'll be laughing all the way to the bank. And don't worry, I've got you covered. If you want more moves like this, I just dropped my 103 cutting edge Amazon hacks. It's a free guide that gives you a full war chest of compliant ways to dominate the scroll. Links in the description. But hold up, because we're not done. If you thought those wild main images were aggressive, wait till you see what we do inside your competitors' listings. Because Amazon PPC, it's a bloodbath. Keyword bids are exploding. Your ad spend is disappearing faster than Jeff Bezos' tax bill. While you're over here paying $3 a click, your competitor is quietly hogging all the traffic for less. But what if you stopped playing fair? What if you snuck into their backyard, stole their customers, and paid pennies to do it? Enter the shadow attack. This is a brutal, under-the-radar way to hijack your customers' traffic for dirt cheap. This isn't some strategic ad campaign. This is gremlin mode warfare. Use ACE and targeted ads to appear directly on your competitor's product page and snipe their traffic. Skip the bidding wars and instead flood every weak listing you find with 10-cent cost per click ads. Because here's the ugly truth. 90% of Amazon sellers don't defend their product pages. And that leaves their product pages wide open to allowing your ads to take over. But doing the shadow attack, your cheap ads now appear under sponsored products related to this item. Their shoppers see your products before they even scroll to the buy button. This works because shoppers are already in buying mode. You're offering your product, but with a better image. We took care of that in the last move. So your main image is just a click magnet. And now you're getting premium real estate for pennies. If you think that was sneaky, wait until you see what we do with your digits. But before I give you that, if you found this video useful, give it a like. Oh, and share in the comments what your #1 Amazon pain is, or your top Amazon question. I personally review and respond to my comments and often make videos as answers to great questions. Let me show you what to do with your numbers, because let's face it, shoppers don't really know what your product is worth. So we actually hack their psychology with the priced to luxury trick. This is ugly, it's shameless, and it's a pricing move that makes your product look premium while making shoppers feel like they're robbing you blind. Now, the proven mode is use contrast pricing to make your product feel like a bargain. The subtle version of this is MSRP $49.99. Sale price $37.99. But if you want to go brutally ugly, slap a ridiculously high MSRP price on your listing, then show a massive discount. MSRP $99.99, but get it for only $29.97. It looks shady, but your shoppers eat it up because shoppers assume that expensive equals high quality. A giant discount just makes them feel like they're winning. The dirty truth, Amazon doesn't verify your MSRP. You control the narrative with that. If your price looks premium and your discount looks massive, shoppers buy impulsively. And if you think this is sneaky, wait until we start messing with the facts. Facts, facts, facts. Yeah, because when your shopper scrolls through your listing, they're thinking, is this product the real deal? Will it actually work for me? Am I about to waste my money? If they don't get answers to those questions fast, they bounce. Your FAQ section can actually really help. But here's the real problem. Most Amazon facts are so dull that they could put a caffeinated squirrel to sleep. So it's time to flip the script. Instead of boring, robotic answers, hit them with ridiculous, over-the-top responses that build trust through humor. Enter the cringeworthy FAQ section. Sure, most every seller knows to add a FAQ section to their A+ content, but most sellers answer their facts like, question, is this product durable? Answer, yes, it's made from high quality materials. Boring. No one reads that. Now the cringeworthy FAQ in action. Does this really work? Heck yeah. Even your grandma could use it blindfolded. Will this break after a few uses? Only if you throw it off a cliff. Otherwise, it's built tougher than your landlord's heart. Is it waterproof? Listen, unless you're deep sea diving with it, you're good. Will this work for me? If you have a pulse, it'll work. If not, we can't help you there. Look, this works well because it makes people laugh and it stands out from the competitors' boring listings. Plus, it makes shoppers feel like they're buying from a real human being, not a faceless brand. And if you thought this was shameless, just wait until we talk about the power of a backup. Because let's say that you've implemented each of these moves, the ones that we've already covered, and you're already crushing it. Sales are rolling in, and your FBA listing is dominating. Then swoosh, you're out of stock. Amazon doesn't care. They bury your listing faster than a crime scene in the desert, and your rank tanks overnight, and your competitors just feast on your customers. You scramble to restock, but Amazon's check-in process moves like a sloth on melatonin. Meanwhile, your competitors are stealing your customers, and your once thriving listing is rotting away. Page 7. That's where the janky Lifeline FBM backup comes into play. This is essentially a bare bones duct tape version of your main listing that keeps you selling while you restock. Here's the proven move. Always have an FBM that's fulfilled by merchant listing as a backup so that you never lose sales when your FBA inventory runs out. Here's how to set up your ghetto Lifeline FBM listing. Just copy your FBA listing, set it to FBM, set a ridiculous handling time. 15 to 30 days. When your FBA inventory runs out, add some inventory to this FBM listing and boom, you're still alive and selling. It's ugly, it's lazy, it's janky, but it stops your ranking from free falling into oblivion. And if you think this is messy, wait until we hijack Amazon's own algorithm with this next move. Because sure, Amazon loves videos. Shoppers engage more, click-through rates skyrocket, conversions go up, but high-quality product videos, expensive. Professional production takes forever. And meanwhile, your competitors are running crisp, cinematic, high-budget ads while you're still waiting for a Fiverr editor to ghost you. But here's the ugly truth. Shoppers aren't looking for Hollywood. They're bored, distracted, scrolling fast, and that's why polished, perfect videos blend in. Meanwhile, some budget, ridiculous dollar store tier videos get clicks. So forget the professional. Go full on lazy, zero effort, borderline embarrassing. This isn't about quality. This is about interrupting the scroll. The dollar store video trick. Here's how you create your low budget masterpiece. Grab your phone, hold the product in one hand, press record, show how the product is used in under 8 seconds. Add the most obnoxious, royalty-free music you can find. Circus music, elevator jazz, a creepy guitar tune. Perfect! Upload it as a sponsored brand video ad and target competitors' listings and adjacent categories. Then watch a shopper stop scrolling just to see, what did I just watch? And it works because it doesn't look like an ad. In fact, it's so bad, people actually watch it. Curiosity alone boosts your click-through rate, and Amazon rewards high CTR ads with even more impressions, and they do it for cheap. Will this win an Oscar? No. Will it make Amazon stop, click, and buy? Absolutely. And if you thought this was ugly, just wait until we start hijacking demographics. Yep, because Amazon loves categorization. But here's the issue. You've got one product trying to rank for everyone. So if your buyer searches for men's weightlifting belt and they see your weightlifting belt next to one that's titled men's hardcore powerlifting belt, which one do you think they'll click? Hint, not yours. The solution is to game the system with the men's versus women's split. This underbelly move takes one product and repositions it for multiple audiences. So instead of a single, boring, one-size-fits-all listing, you can create a whole new listing for the exact same product and slap a new UPC code on it, add some new marketing. For example, say you have a compression sock listing. Create a new listing that's compression socks for truck drivers. No more swollen feet. And another one, compression socks for long flights. Avoid airplane swelling. It's literally the exact same product, just a different audience. More traffic and more sales. Just be sure to make variations in your images to match the audience and rewrite those bullet points to include the audience-specific pain points and to outwit the Amazon algorithm. The goal with this move is to never feel stuck. And that goes for all of Amazon, because right now I have a lot of sellers reaching out to me, and what I'm seeing is that most sellers are still playing Amazon on hard mode, stuck in outdated strategies, burning cash on ads, and then wondering why they're not growing. But if you start treating Amazon more like a video game, you can beat Amazon's system instead of fighting it. That's why I created this video right here. So click on that video and let me show you how easy it all can be.